Hello, folks. Hi, this is Greg, and pretty much I wanted to say we just finished watching the movie Solo. Amy and I did, and just a couple of thoughts on the movie.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Okay. So what happens is this, right? I went in with really low expectations. Okay, I had no real high expectations. I've seen so many Star Wars movies at this point that I'm just like, okay, whatever, right? Might as well watch it. Rent it from Redbox. So we went to rent it and we watched it, and I really liked it. I really liked this movie. It was a reason why I liked it is because of several things. Well, I guess because I had low expectations. You
Well,
know?
because of all the critique
Yeah.
of the movie, a lot of people raving about it being, they didn't like it and this and that and everything. So we went in with it like what? Just saying,
Yeah. When
oh,
I'm
we're
just
not gonna
thinking
like
like,
it.
look, we're not gonna like it or something like that, and I really liked it. It can actually stand alone. It actually has a ability on its own to stand by itself. There's it kind of shows the beginning of where Han Solo comes from, and shows where he came from, how a little bit of his background, how he meets Chewie, how he meets Lando, how he ends up with the Hutts. They show the Kessel Run, and they show how fast the Millennium Falcon is, and they show all the different things that build up to what we are used to. So when he mentions in the New Hope, there are things he says about how fast he can get through Kessel Run in it's 12 parsecs and everything like that. So he was able to explain a lot of things. So I was just sitting there like, wow, they did a real good job, and I feel like overwhelmingly like sad for the fact that this movie got such
Rating.
bad ratings and such bad I know all the hard work that went into it. They did a lot of really wonderful things. It was funny. It was jokey. They showed a relationship between Lando and Han, and they did a really good job in terms of just the whole Star Wars esque feeling. I looked at I would rate it pretty high. I rated higher than the Last Jedi, and I rated higher than The Force Awakens. And this is just it was really good. It was directed by Ron Howard, and Ron Howard did a lot of different movies, and he did a really good job with this one, I think. I recommend this movie. I recommend you watching it. Just kind of like for the sake of just the different themes that were in the movie that I consider to be very important. You talk about freedom, talk about slavery, talk about debt, talk about liberty. You talked about friendship. We talked about trusting people, and also knowing that sometimes people are going to betray you and backstab you and things. But one of the things I really liked about the movie was that it was a good flow. It was a very good flow of a movie, and I look forward to probably watching it again just to see how it is. We're gonna watch it with the kids now, or a little later, and see how they like it. But any thoughts?
Well, just think about how we usually like movies that everybody else rates badly. So this movie was rated badly, and I said, well, even though I didn't really want to watch it, I thought, well, probably it's going to be the opposite of what everybody says.
Yeah.
We're going to like it. There's so many movies that we love and like that got bad reviews, and so many people. And so you can never go on everybody's opinion on movies. I think about all the effort they put into it, and they were all good actors, and I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it had a lot of twists and turns and a lot of humor, and it only had two little bad words, which was really good. It seemed like um, I thought it was very good. You thought this person was a bad guy, and they end up being not a bad guy, and this person, so I had a lot of twists and turns, adventure, and drama, a little romance, you know, and I thought it was very good.
Yep, I agree with you. It had a lot of really good things in it, and it really fits into the Star Wars universe. It fits very well. I wish there was more movies like this they'd have in the future. It really kind of brought it back for me in terms of Star Wars. I mean, it's not like how it's like in Last Jedi where you have Luke dying and everything, and how I know he didn't want to go to fight and be a battle against the New Order and all that. But this one was very good because it shows the Empire, it shows everything, and all the companies in between. I would think about that, like watching how this movie was made, and all of the things they emphasized was that with a thing as vast as the Empire, you'd have to have all kind of means to fuel it, as well as to feed people and pay the people, and you'd have to have a lot of like in between. There's a lot of little factions, and I think this movie did a real good job in explaining that. I really feel terrible that they got like such such hard hits from all the fans and everything like that. I just think that in terms of movies and quality, they did a real good job. They did an excellent job, and I give it a high score. I give it like an A. I'd give it an A, or give it like a 90. I think it was really good, and I'm probably gonna watch it again, see if there's extra features and stuff with the kids, and see how they like it. So anyway, just wanted to say that. Amy, anything else you want to ask, baby?
No, I'm good.
All right, I just want to say thank you so much for listening. This is gonna be a short review, and really nothing negative to say at this one actually. So just want to say that's really cool. Talk to you later. All right, and bye.
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 But we have to
Hey
crack
everybody.
them open, though.
Hey everybody, this is Greg, and I'm here with my kids. We just finished watching Solo movie, the Star Wars movie Solo, and so pretty much I'm gonna ask the kids a couple of questions, and skip title number one, question number two. Here's the kids. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
All right, cool. All right, describe the setting of this movie.
Obviously in a galaxy far, far away.
Like 3 planets, I'm thinking.
Yeah. What kind of planets were they?
One was a very cloudy planet, and like 2 of them were cloudy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And the other yeah. How did this get on my thing?
Okay. We're recording right now. Don't talk about anything else but the movie. Okay. So one was a cloudy planet. One was
2 were cloudy. One was cloudy and one was dusty. Daddy, I like the part where he
One was
got
snowy.
killed. Yeah,
Ooh. Yeah. There had several different types of planets. There was snow planet. There was desert planet.
Ridiculous planets.
There was mud planet. There was like a rock planet in a gas cloud planet.
I think that was a maelstrom. I don't think that was really planets.
Okay, cool. Well, summary of the plot. Who was the main character?
Chewbacca and Han.
Mm-hmm. Who
Actually,
else?
Han Solo was first before Chewbacca.
Okay, who else?
His name is in the title.
Chupacabra.
Which is not even his name.
Chupacabra is the tiny guy with that head.
Alright, let's see. Okay, okay, next one, okay, so the main characters are, you said Han? You said Han Solo? You said Han Solo, you said, Chewbacca. Who else? Who else was the character?
No bad calories.
Okay, and what's the name of the girl?
Media.
And what's the name of that robot?
Media.
Lucky. What's the name of the robot?
L3.
L3, yeah, cool. Alright, let's see. Who or what was the opposition to the main character? What was the problem they were trying to solve against?
Getting the money that they owed.
Okay.
Getting the money that they owed.
Okay, and then
The bad guy was the I forgot his name. Man, I forgot his name. He had scars all over his face and doesn't do like.
was like Hayden?
Those are veins.
Was it Hayden?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, those are
He had scratch on his face.
No, those are veins.
He looked like a Green Goblin
They
underneath his
changed
mask.
color when he died.
And he had his knives that looked like those fine little pumpkin things that would turn to flyers.
Like pumpkin bombs, like from what's his name?
From the Green
The Green
Goblin.
Goblin.
And he had those veins on the monsterly eyes of Norman Osborn.
Cool beans. That's good. What is
And he already got stabbed by his own thing. So yeah, it's kind of like the same thing. How the Green Goblin died.
Your hand or something. So they don't fall off. You probably like.
Let's see. In your point of view, what was the most interesting thing that jumped out to you as a pretty much a lesson? What was the main lesson that you learned from this? Go ahead, Tez.
Less dialogue.
Less dialogue.
Yeah.
Because we said like, I'm gonna teach you.
Oh
shots.
yeah. You know who do those things in movies? They always do the run through and they do that. What do you call it? Monologuing. Well, the guy didn't get a chance to do a monologue. That's pretty fun. All right. What's another thing? Another point that you learned? Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. You're wasting time when you do that. Just, if you don't have something to say, we'll just go on to the next question. All right. So just think about it. Next question is what? Let's see. What was the message of the movie? What was the one message of the movie that you got from here?
The linchpin. Title and.
Well, yeah, but what is it? What is the? It's like saying what's the lesson. But what is the lesson?
For some reason, I'm thinking like never trust no one.
That's kind of like the one thing. But then he was friends with
Because everybody's evil.
Wait, wasn't like Chewie like his best friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was the beast that was about to eat him.
Mm-hmm. So that's weird how that worked out. All right. You think that's gonna eat you ends up being your friend?
If I was a human,
Let's see. All right. What would you rate this movie? Unless you guys want to add more things to it. What would you rate this movie out of a 10? What would you rate it? 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. What would you rate it, and why?
I would rate it like a 6.
what?
A 6?
As in like for being a lower for being a low number as in up to 10 because it had too many kissing scenes and also like but it also didn't have very much bad words. But the reason I did have bad words was why I gave it a little low. But then the action scenes were very intense.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, Chloe?
I think I might give it a 7 because the part that is actually better than other movies is that they actually didn't have that.
What? I didn't hear you say?
That monologuing part.
You gotta say it loud because we won't get picked up and rated.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright, cool. So she gave it a 7? Alright. Okay, Abby, what you give it?
A 5
Why'd you give it a 5, huh?
because half and half. I don't know. It was good, but then it's
Yeah.
different.
Did explain.
Like it was like I don't know. Like people kept double crossing people, and I was like, okay, I could see this coming, but then I was like, nah. Then I was like, okay, I see this coming. But then but the action scenes were cool, and the storyline was cool. But then like double crossing. Just sad, messed up. Especially people dying so much. It's like what? Okay. 5.
Alright, so for me, I thought it was, I gave it like a 9. I thought it was a pretty good movie. One of the best. It was like, I like the action scene. I like everything was kind of, the only thing I didn't like was that they didn't really explain the girl's connection with the bad guys in the end and the big reveals that you find later. I was like, I don't quite understand that. I didn't quite understand the big reveal. I didn't understand a couple things I didn't quite get was, well, I knew we kind of know where it fits in the storyline. You know, it's right before the rebellion, right before A New Hope. You know, I guess it was also right before Rogue One, right before the rebellion, and that's the first one of New Hope and Rogue One, and I guess before Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon. So that kind of goes there. You know, that's kind of probably the last of Star Wars Rebels, right before Rogue One, right before New Hope. Would this movie fit in? The other thing too is like I think that
People are wrong about the movie.
yeah, people are really wrong in terms of the movie and how bad or did they give it like not so good reviews. It's pretty much just good. I look forward to seeing more movies like that, but I heard they're not gonna do more movies like that. So just want to say thank you for listening to our review, and those are my kids, and everybody say bye.
Bye.
All right, thanks very much.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Chupacabra.
Oh my goodness.